Hey YouTube, this is Christina from K-Stone Beauty. I wanted to make a video about hair, particularly, hard word to say for me, curly hair, really curly hair, not just kind of like the wavy, simple hair that I wish I had instead, although nice curls can be good some days, but I wanted to talk about, because I just took a shower and I thought I would just, share what I do after I'm done taking a shower, what products I use, what I would recommend that's best for curly hair, and things that would make your hair like too crunchy. So what I just did out of the shower, hold on, let me get my brush. I sprayed Detangler, and it's from the brand EO Style. Well, this is a cream from afterwards, but they have this detangling spray. I use any spray. You can find any detangler spray. I spray that all over my hair because my hair gets really tangled and hard to brush out after the shower because I can't brush out my hair when it's dry or it'll get really puffy. If you can relate, then you can understand. So after the shower, I pat my hair. Pat your hair with a towel. Don't, it'll pat your hair, squeeze it with a towel. And then after I get my clothes on and everything, I spray it with a detangler, and I use a brush like this. Why I use a brush like this? Because one, other ones are much harder, and I heard this is much easier to break through the hair. It's easier to detangle with curly hair, so I would recommend getting a flat brush like this. This is 3 Finish. I got this at Walmart. I don't remember how much it is. Does it say about around $5? Get something like this. I'm sorry, I have lots of hair in it. If you have curly hair, you definitely know that you shed a lot. So I brush it out, and how I brush it out, I part it as much as I can, especially if it's all like tangled in the back. I try to not rip it out, but I part it. I start from the bottom. You just brush, 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 brush. You start from the bottom because that just starts getting the tangles out and won't damage your hair as much. Brush, brush, brush. I go forward and I brush it. Do the other side, do the back. That usually takes a little while than, straight hair people. And after I, brush it all out, I use a cream for my hair. Sometimes I'll use an oil. An oil is good too. You have to be careful how much you use because even if you have really dry hair, it can make your hair all sticky and make your hair, tingle even more because it gets all together. And so be careful how much you use. I'm using right now a nourishing hair cream from EO. It's like an actual family-owned business in California. I'm going to be doing a review on a few samples they've given me. This is just one of the samples. So I like to use hair creams. Creams are just smoother, easier to distribute through your hair, especially if really thick hair. So what I did, I took some in my hands, rubbed it between my fingers, started with the ends, and you just do this. You can go up a little higher. Make sure you get your bangs. So I distribute through the tips of your hair. You don't really need to do a lot right here. You don't want to get too oily. If you have thick hair, that's why I definitely part my hair. You can get a little bit under here. So you just distribute. And to keep your hair curly, if you kind of have wavy hair and you want curly, scrunch your hair. What I do is start with the roots, scrunch it a little bit. Be careful how dry your hair is. If it's starting to get too dry, don't scrunch it because it'll start frizzing up. But if it's just pretty damp, just crunch it. I have used gels before, but if you will use gels, be very careful how much you use. It can make your hair crunchy and hard. I hate that. Mousse, it depends also how much you use. Don't use a lot of product. You think, I have lots of hair. I have so much curl to keep managing. Be careful how much you use. It'll make your hair look like that nasty crunchy. I mean, if you really kind of like that look, go ahead. But if you just want some soft curls that are, kept together, just, don't use too much. Use a little bit amount. And try that out first. Even experiment. Let's just say you don't know how much you should use. Use a little bit first, let it dry, and see how your hair looks. Add more, the more experience with your hair. You gotta really try out things. So be careful how much you use, even with cream. I would recommend creams or oil. I don't really recommend the gel or the mousse because it's really hard to see how much you should use. Especially if you have really thick hair, you think you should use a lot. You really don't need much either. Any cream would work, like the Garnier pump creams that you can get, hair cream. That stuff is pretty nice. You can get it at Walmart, cheap. Let's see. What else would I use? I wish I had more recommendations because I just kind of recently been trying to do things with my hair because you know how it is. You're like, I feel hopeless. I don't know how to use hair products. I don't know what to do with my hair because it's so curly and it's hard. I definitely learned a lot from Kaylee from Forever Yours 24. I mean 0424. God, sorry, Kaylee. I always forget how to your numbers at the end, but you probably know who I'm talking about. I learned a lot from her. She likes the Garnier things, but I do just recommend the cream. And if you want to straighten your hair, if you have curly hair and you want to straighten your hair, be careful how much product you put in because it really can fry your hair. So definitely get a heat protectant for your hair and a little bit of cream, just a little bit on the ends and stuff before you straighten your hair. Blow drying can be nice too, but I would recommend air drying your hair. That's what I do. Another thing is I air dry my hair. I do not blow dry it. If I need to do something quick, I just want to style it, I will use a blow dryer now and then. But honestly, right now, I'm just gonna let my hair air dry. It looks the best that way when it's curly. Because the only reason why I would blow dry my hair is if I'm going to straighten my hair. Because I want it to be already, quick and dry. Unless I just feel like air drying it and then straightening it later that night. But yeah, if you're having trouble with your curly hair, I just recommend getting a good brush like this. Even a comb works too. You know those ones that are wide combed? Those are probably best for you so you don't damage your hair while you're brushing it. But if you don't want to do that, get one of these. You can get one at Walmart. They're really cheap. Use a cream for your hair. Honestly, you only need like this much. Distribute it through your fingers and use it on your tips. You really don't need much. If you feel like you need a little bit more, just get a little bit more of that. Definitely, this is the best method, so you don't get clumps and crispy areas on your hair. You need to distribute it through your fingers first, and then upward. It's really not too hard. You just gotta work with your hair, see how it reacts to things, and that's what I would recommend. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful. I try to organize the best I can when I do videos, but I think about a video once I'm doing something, like after the shower, I was like, oh, I'm doing my hair routine. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I did one similar to my last channel, but I thought I would do it for my new channel too. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Have a great day. It's a really beautiful day today. Have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.